All right, we've got the one and only Kagwe Mungai in studio. This is Easy Friday. I am Shiksha Arora, and if you want to ask me anything, in fact, if you want to ask him anything, get them in. The hashtag is Easy Friday on Twitter, at Shiksha Arora, at Kagwe Mungai, at KBC Channel 1. Talk to us, tell us where you're watching from, and we will definitely be giving you a shout out later on. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the heartthrob. And let me tell you a funny story. I've been bugging him for the past 3 months just so that he comes on the show, and he goes to me, sorry, I'm not doing any interviews for 2021. And then as soon as 2022 struck, I shot my shot because I had to. So ladies, don't be afraid to shoot your shot. It will pay off. 3 months later, he's right here.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding.
Absolutely.
There. Yeah, it's great to see you. Hi,
Lovely to see you. Congratulations on your...
I'm glad I'm finally here.
Yes.
And also, to add on to what you were saying, this is also the first TV interview I've done in over like a year and a half.
Wow.
Maybe close to 2.
Really?
And
okay.
I wanted it to be with you.
That makes me feel special,
yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
okay.
This means a lot to me too.
You're forgiven for keeping me waiting. But yes, congratulations on your new release.
Thank you.
Safi Safi.
Thank you so mumuch.
I love it.
Asante sana.
It's a song that I listen to every time I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
Imagine, on repeat. I'm that kind of a person who once I get addicted to a song, that's it. It's on repeat on my playlist.
Non-stop.
Yeah, non-stop. So Safi Safi is, I think, such a tune.
Not when you're cleaning, you don't clean dishes.
No, maybe because the name is Safi Safi.
Yeah.
So even in the shower, I'm just like
everything
kusafisha kabisa.
Everything. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You come to work, safisha everything.
Yes, safisha. Yeah. We have to. It's a must. Clean. So let me ask you. I saw that you have been cooking this song with Viri since 2020.
Yeah.
And now finally in 2022 is when we get to hear it.
Yeah.
Why did it take so long?
To be honest, I'd made the beat in like 2019.
Wow.
And I put it up on my Instagram, just kind of like jokes, and I was just like, it was a play on humor and also music as well. And so I was like, oh, imagine if you hear this Safi Safi song as you're cleaning the house. what would a producer do, hearing that song, and then like kind of did the thing. And then I kind of just put it out there like to the internet and asked my fans and the people who, are watching, who would you like to see me collab on this track with? And a lot of different names were thrown in the hat.
Okay.
But as soon as I saw Viri's name, I was just like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense.
It does.
It makes so much sense. So I got him, invited him over to my house, had my little studio set up in the house. So he came through. We had a nice, good time. And then we recorded it, and then the song sat for like 2 years.
Wow.
One, because of pandemic, right?
Yes, of course.
And I think at the time, everyone was kind of just trying to figure out what happens next. What do we do? What's the new normal? I mean, we're all stuck at home and all that kind of thing. And I had projects going on, he had projects going on, and so the timing was just, again, like our timing. It wasn't the right time yet, but eventually we found the right time. And that was this year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. We do know that you are an award-winning producer. We know that, you engineer your own music, you write your own songs, and you're also a fantastic singer. So let me ask you a question. Which of these 3 gives you the most thrill? Like, what do you love most as Kagwe Mungai?
I mean, I don't know if it's a cop-out to say, or if I'm just being cheap by saying it's not. I don't have a favorite. They all give me something unique, right? So, for example, performing live, there is no adrenaline high like it. There's nothing that can come close. It's an incredible feeling just to interact with the crowd and feed off their energy and just move with that entire energy. It's nothing like I've ever experienced, right? So that's on its own, nothing can touch that. But the process of making something from scratch, just like playing with a drum that just doom 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 to like Safi 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 is an incredible process. I really like the journey, and for me it's kind of like life, go through the journey, enjoy the journey, and it's therapeutic for me. I don't really produce with a lot of people in the room, so I'm always by myself because it's therapy for me, and I have such a great time by myself.
Doing it.
I look like a child, honestly, a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Speaking of drums, I do know that you started off, your journey in the industry by playing the drums. I don't know if many people know that, but I did my research. I know that you play the drums really well. So are you planning on doing that anytime soon in future, maybe?
Perhaps the one that I've been wanting to pick up, because I used to play a lot of instruments.
Yes.
When you go and study music at uni, they expect you to be like this virtuoso type of person. Maestro. You have to play like 17 instruments, and so I was definitely one of like the lowest in my class entering. You know? And so I played drums, sax, and piano.
Wow.
But sax, I'm really excited to pick up again. Okay. It's one of my New Year's resolutions.
Nice.
So you might be on a stage, if you come to a stage and find Kagwe Mungai on stage and he whips out a sax.
Yeah.
Just know it's
be ready
down.
For the surprise.
It's going down.
It's going down.
Your ovaries will just melt.
Speaking of which, you know, I read something very interesting on the internet, and I was just like, this is Kagwe.
Oh boy.
This has to be Kagwe. Oh, so Kagwe said that, you know, he will not pay dowry, right? And he wants dowry to be paid for him. But actually, to be honest, the Indian culture is the same.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So why though?
I know this was me trying to get in, you know, like this was me letting
into the community.
Then y'all know, like, you know, if y'all got some Bugattis or some Ferraris, you want to give my mom.
I'm the prize.
You know, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Are you single, by the way?
No, I mean, to be very fair.
Look at him. He's just like sweeping through. He's flying through that question. It's okay. I'll get you after.
No, I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
I'm an open book. But to that question, because I do get that question often.
A lot.
And people think that, you know, who does this guy think he is?
Yeah.
First of all, I think I'm amazing.
Yeah.
Secondly, my mom is really, really, really amazing.
Yeah.
And so I was just like joking and saying that, you know, she deserves all the Bugattis and all of the things because, you know, she made this.
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
I mean,
absolutely love it. So are you single, Kagwe?
I am single, actually. I am. Yeah. And I think I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like I go to. I do a lot of press, and sometimes and people will say, "You're always single. You're always single."
Yeah.
I just keep my relationships private. So I was in a relationship, but I'm no longer in a relationship, which means that now I'm writing music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Nice when we write that emotional, those emotional songs.
You know, like Taylor Swift actually writes a lot about her relationships, about her exes. Have you done that before?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you have.
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah. There's a song called Creeper that was about an ex. Till the End was about an ex.
Wow.
A few of them actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like when you're writing your music, you actually get inspired by, I'm guessing, you know, real life experiences and things that you've witnessed as well?
True. Yes. I think the thing is, you know, as musicians, we're storytellers.
Absolutely.
Right? We essentially paint a picture of society and what we see in society, and it may be something that's really, really true for me, but it may be also true for thousands of other people.
Absolutely.
Right? Or if not millions. And that is the thing that I like to use. I like to use authenticity because I've gone through heartbreak, other people have gone through heartbreak, and
it's part of life.
I know in those moments there's some music that helps me go through that.
Oh yeah, all the time.
And so I'd like to make music for different phases of life. You know, whether that's the ups or the downs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Kagwe, you know, the one thing that I think people absolutely love about you is that you're very different when you are heard, when you perform. There's something about your voice that's very different. It's not your cliche Kenyan musician, Kenyan singer voice, right? And I feel like off late we've been hearing a lot of that. So you may have started it, the Afro pop, the R&B vibes,
I'll take
right?
my flowers. Thank you. Thank you
2013
so much.
is when you made your debut, and since then I feel like there's a lot of artists who have kind of got inspired by your tonality and the way you bring out your music. Is this something that you want to continue doing? Recently we heard Mbogi Amadenge, and that was a bit of gengeton that you kind of incorporated into your music. Anything else that you've got in store for your fans in terms of the different genres of music?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I always say there's our greatest asset as Kenyan artists is that we are diverse.
Yes.
You know? So, and the great thing about our diversity is that you can listen to a bunch of different things, you know? So in the morning I can play major, immediately after that I can play trio mio, and then I can play Kagwe, and then I can play Viri, and I can play Sauti, and I can go back to Kagwe if I want to. Like, there's so much time to listen to so many different kinds of music, styles of music, you know? That for me, I don't feel like being bound by any genre.
Okay.
Right? I mean, even the greats are not bound by genre. You make music for different eras or for classics or for time. Yeah.
Love it. Kagwe, what are some of your hobbies, your interests that we don't know about? We know that you're very involved in art. I follow you on Instagram, and I'm always seeing you painting, and you talk about how therapeutic it is. Are you the next Picasso?
Oh, the next? They used to call him Kagwe, and then they couldn't pronounce it properly back in those days, before we were liberated and all of that. No, I mean, I've always loved art. I've always loved painting. I was actually deciding when I was going to uni, it was either going to be an art degree or a music degree.
Okay.
Yeah, and I chose music, obviously.
Music, and here we are today.
Here we are. But I've managed to bring back my passions to life. We have a really cool event called Booze and Brushes at OB, and it's something that we developed over early COVID.
Yeah, during the pandemic, I remember. That's how it started off.
Yeah, we just wanted something that would be fun to do with friends. And I was at home, I'd be painting, and then I'd invite a friend over, and we'd chill and paint, and then more friends would want to come through, and we're like, okay, we definitely can't have like a house party like this because obviously COVID. So we decided, when restaurants are open up, let's go back into restaurants and do some painting and some sipping and having a good time.
Having a good time indeed. Kagwe, the one thing I think artists of today, I feel, need to really get accustomed to is this whole social media fame. Because as we know, an artist nowadays without social media, it's very hard for them to survive in the industry, because there's TikTok and there's Instagram, and you should promote your music, you should be able to dance, and you should be able to do a whole bunch of things. I've seen you on TikTok as well. And is this something that you've been very intentional about when it comes to posting about your songs and getting dance challenges out there? The song Bogia Madenge, I remember the dance challenge went viral at some point, and I was like, this is great. So is this something that you really want to be intentional with when it comes to promoting your music?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the thing is, when we sit down and we craft all of these things, there's a lot of planning that goes into releases. And so we'll not only just play the music for different DJs and different people with different ears that, to give us feedback, but we'll also play it for people that I guess are, in that space as well. And so we invite people just to listen. We don't force them to post anything. It's just come and have a listen. Do you like the song? How do you feel about it? Does it move you in a certain way? And then now we can make tweaks and things. And so even now when we're doing the dances, then it can be a lot more fun, because then it's something that we're all a part of, and it's bigger than me, and that is very intentional, because the music it wasn't just meant for me. It's meant for others, and if there's any way to do that, is by collaborating.
Amazing. Kagwe, what's your plan for the next few years? I'm sure you get asked this question a lot, but is there really something that you want to do that you haven't done in these few years? You mentioned that you want to play the saxophone and you want to get back to it. Anything else that you really want to do?
I'm excited about a lot. This year is actually a really exciting year. So there's a bunch of different things that have come out. Safi Safi is now out. We've recently done a really cool commercial with Stanchat. And it's leading up to even more things from about April. I'm going to be on tour.
So exciting!
All over the country. I'm going to be coming to different places, wherever you are. Holla at me in the comments. Let me know. We'll come through. But we're very, very excited for that. It's gonna be quite a big tour. We have a lot of guest artists as well coming through from city to city. And then obviously an album.
Nice.
Yeah, there's an album in the works that's actually a really incredible album. It used to be called The Incredible, and then that word wasn't enough anymore. So now we're trying to come up with
on Twitter. Your name's The Incredible. Right?
Yeah.
So is that something to do with that?
So initially that was the plan. The name was going to be The Incredible, the album, right? And that was around early pandemic times. But now the name is changing a little bit.
It's changing.
It's still very incredible. it's just changing a little bit. Yeah. So also, I want to skydive.
I want to skydive too.
Yeah. Let's do it.
This is the year.
This is the year to skydive.
I went to skydive last year, but then again, COVID and traveling and stuff. So I made a promise to myself. It's on my bucket list. This year, I'm going to make sure it happens.
So can we hold each other accountable? This year we're going skydiving.
We're going to skydive. Pinky.
Pinky swear. This is a contract.
It is. On national television,
national
even
television,
that, right?
Yes.
Kagwe, who are some of the artists that you'd love to work with in the future? You just collaborated with any female artist that, you know, you would love to just see how your voices blend together?
I've worked with a few of the ones that I really enjoy. Like I really enjoyed working with Xenia.
That was such an amazing track.
She's such a great artist, a really great artist. I've made a lot of music with Karun, but we've never like made music together as artists.
Okay.
You know, I've written for Karun, I've produced for Karun, especially in the early days. But we haven't made music together, and she's definitely one of my favorite singers, like, ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Obviously, my squad, Mayonde, Fena, and DQ, those are my people for life. And so, like, we'll always keep making music together.
Amazing.
So that's going to be coming out. But I also really like some of, like, the new rappers as well. People like Mandy. Mandy's really dope. Saru
I just had her, like, a few weeks ago. She's incredible.
Yeah, Saru is very dope. Steph the rapper too, you know. There's a lot of really dope female acts, and I'm, you know, as I say in my song, and I like girls, all them type of girls. So I mean, I'm ready to work.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
This is the year to work.
Yeah.
To make things happen.
Exactly.
Okay, we're ready. We're ready for it.
Are you ready?
Waiting.
Yeah.
So ready.
Okay.
I want to be a dancer in one of your videos.
You know, don't say these things on TV because I will call you.
Okay,
Shiksha.
fine.
I will call you.
I'm ready.
You're ready?
As I said, this is the year to make things happen, right?
Okay.
Manifest.
Done.
Done.
You know
Deal.
what? Done. Deal.
Cool. Kagwe, you know, I'm sure things in terms of like your social media presence, your personality on social media, as what I see, is very similar to who you are in person, right? Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? I've always been curious to know because I can't crack that.
What would your guess be?
I feel like you're in the middle.
Yeah.
You're an ambivert.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of being an introvert and an extrovert. So when you go out and you meet people, has there ever been a time when you're like, no, you know, I don't want to speak to anybody. I want to be on my own in my little bubble.
Yes, all the time.
Okay.
All the time. In fact, I felt like I had to create a persona, right, that would easily interact with people.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the truth is I make a lot of this music, like I said, by myself in a little room.
Yes.
And then we press upload and then we sit, right?
Okay.
And then weeks, days, months later, there's people that like know this song word for word or have been touched by a song in a certain way. And that interaction can be sometimes overwhelming, you know, just because the person is extremely passionate. And I appreciate that. And I don't ever want to be that artist that leaves a negative impression on one of my supporters, you know. And so I had to like create this persona in my mind.
So when you go out and people come up to you and ask for selfies and
so this guy that just
crazy.
like you say what's up and he's just like, what's up? Take me out to dinner. You know?
Right.
So,
speaking of overwhelming, I'm sure the DMs must be overwhelming. Do you reply to DMs, by the way?
From time to time. Okay. Not all the time.
How many DMs do you get in a day? I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's too many.
I don't know. I don't count. It's I feel like it's not good to count. But I mean, I appreciate it. I'm a terrible texter. Yeah. And so even replying to messages or DMs, I'm usually extremely terrible with that. My mom is always on just like, you're terrible. You'll never find a girlfriend. Yeah, because of my text back game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is your #1 supporter? You've mentioned your mom a lot. Is it your mom? Is she always there rooting for you, telling you, I love your songs? For sure. I mean, like, she doesn't come for my shows. Okay. Because that gets a bit different, you know, sometimes. With the ladies.
Yeah, people will throw all sorts of things from inside their body onto the stage. Okay. And I don't think you want to see your baby boy doing, you know, catching a bra. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, definitely also my team, for sure. There's so much that we've been through together, and these guys really ride for me. And yeah, they're incredible. I don't think I have a better support system. That's amazing. Yeah. You know, and the fact that when we meet, I mean, the way I've seen you interact with people, I just think you're so humble. And I love that about you. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think you're very approachable. Good. Do people tell you that? No, people think that I'm actually just like, I'm going to just do the hair flip thing at them and be like, listen, security.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
You have a very warm vibe.
Yeah, I think if you get to know me, then maybe you might see it. But from far, it's just like, who's that guy think he is?
Oh, really?
Where is he standing all cute like that?
I think it's just because of the way you look. Now, you can't help that, right?
You know, it's not, what are you going to do?
It's God.
Yeah, it's not my fault, guys. I didn't choose this life.
There's no ways that I would let you go without performing Safi Safi. So I think we must do that. But before we do that, you know, as we wrap up, anything you'd like to tell your fans, people who are watching, and just, you know, maybe give them a shout out?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. This has been an incredible evening with Shiksha and the entire crew here. I'm really, really happy that this is my reintroduction back into TV. I haven't been here in a long time, but I'm glad that we got to finally do this. And thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting me and for supporting Shiksha. And make sure you go and check out the video Safi Safi if you haven't watched it on YouTube. It's banging. It's banging. And it's Friday, so this is the time for a banger. Loudly, volume. Ongeza volume.
Kabisa. And you know what? It's time for you to ongeza volume, because we are going to be just, you know, listening to you and vibing with you.
Yes.
So let's do that. Call Jacks, are you ready? Always ready. So we go. Let's go. Let's go.
God. Man, I like girls, all them type of girls, fat or skinny, I don't mind. Girls, dark or light, girls, I don't ever really fight. Girls, that's a light, girl, I'ma beat that bitch, right? Come and spend the night, girl, see your life, girl. Cause I'm looking fresh, don't you agree, yeah? You almost looking just as cute as me, yeah. Staring at them fashion of her jeans, yeah. You dirty, 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 but you clean. Safi, Safi. Safi, Safi. Yeah, you dirty, 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 but you clean. Safi, Safi. Safi, Safi. Yeah, you dirty, 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 but you clean.
Ooh, girl, I think you already know. Me who already, me who big a shot. Rumors zimeshika, rumors zina show. Niko na talanta, baby, niko na dough. Ooh, have you been here before? Pleasure unayo bila kipimo. Kazi karura, kazi kwa shimo. This time umekaribia kifo. Farmer, hini kazi mi ufanya. Going deeper, going ooh, utapenda nikidu.
Call me the father, I'm out here making baby mamas. Na chapa hadi ina, I think I might just have to charge you.
She's grinding,
rivers and riding,
berries lighting.
She make it hotter than before, choking and biting,
scratching and crying.
Yeah, you dirty, dirty girl, but you clean, mama.
Kagwe Mungai right here live in studio. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Easy Friday. We'll do this again next week, same time, same place. Until then, good night, take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Shiksha Arora signing out. Safi Safi.